Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 3 of this RMS Aquitania tutorial. Today's focus will be the ship's superstructure, which will consist of 2 main decks and maybe some decking on the top, like deck houses, bridge wings and things like that. So we're going to focus on that and maybe some other things if I can think of it along the way. So what we're going to do first, we're going to build the next phase of the superstructure. We've already done one deck, which was in part 2, so we're going to go down to we're already on part 3 rather. So we're going to go onto the sides now. So at the front half of the ship and then the front of the superstructure onto the front corners here. And from the corner here you're going to count back to the 7th block. So this is block number 1 and go back 7. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And from there you're going to build a wall of 9 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then build that 3 blocks high. So 2 and 3. That's our side panel there. If you look on the prototype over there where the crosshairs are, you're building that wall there. So now we're going to leave a big gap, and then we're going to build some more windows. So we're going to leave a big gap now. So we've got the 9 long wall, which is 3 blocks high. Now we're going to leave a big gap. So the gap is going to be 31 blocks. So this is block number 1 there, and we're going to leave 31 blocks of a gap. So basically count back to 32. So that's 10, 20. 30, 31, so that's 31 there, and then on block 32 we'll build a pillar of 2 blocks high, so 2 blocks high like that, and it's going to be 2 blocks thick, so build it like so, 2 blocks like that, so you've got a 31 block gap between the two like that. And then what we're going to do now, we can, well, I'll say add some pillars, but don't worry about them just yet. Actually build these pillars, this 2 pillar here 3 high, so that's how that's meant to be, 3 high like that. And now we're going to add some windows on the side. And the windows are going to be, there's going to be 12 windows. If you just see on the prototype, they're going to be in groups. There'll be 3 groups of 12, I think. So we're going to build windows 2 blocks high. So that's 1 window there. Leave a gap, and then 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 windows like that. And it's the same on both sides as well. So everything I've just built here, you can do the same on the other side as well. So there's our 12 windows. And then we'll add our pillars in between. Like that. And then add a line of blocks across the top of them. Like so. So there's our windows like that. And then between, or after that first window, you're going to add a 3 block gap of white. So 1, 2, 3. And then build that to 3 blocks high. Like so. And then we have so it's a 3 gap like that. And then after that, we want another group of 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we have the pillars in between. Like so. Oop. And then the blocks across the top. So like I say, everything this side is the same on the other side, okay. So there we are. After that group of 12 windows, we add another 3 space, so 1, 2, 3. And then 3 blocks high, like that. And then another group of 12 windows. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like that. And then the pillars in between. Like so, and then across the top. And there we go. And then after that last set of 12, you just add a single pillar of white, like so. And it should look something like that. And then what we're going to do now is leave another big gap. If you look on the prototype where the crosshairs are, there's a big open promenade there. That's what we're going to leave now. So we need to leave a big gap, which is going to be 107 blocks. So basically count back to the 108th block. So that's block number 1 there. So we go 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. And what was it? We want 108, so or a gap of 107. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 107, and then we build on the 108th. So on the 108th block, we build a wall of 6 blocks long. So build it 3 high first, a pillar of that 3 blocks high, on the 108th block, and then build it so it's 6 blocks long. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then build that to 3 high. Like so. So there we are. There's our wall done like so. So there's a big space on the side there. And that pretty much covers it. So what we're going to do now is go back to the front of the ship, to the front gap first. We're going to sort that one out first. There's going to be a lot of pillars to add. Well, not a lot of pillars, but there'll be a few pillars. So like we did on the back end of the product, on the back end of the hull on part 2, we're going to add some pillars which are going to be birch fence. So I get those. Why don't I throw the windows away? I may need those in a minute. Never mind. So we're going to have birch fence, and we're going to add, in this first gap here on the front, we're going to add 7 pillars, and they're every 4th block. So from the front we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 back, add a pillar, 3 blocks high, and then every 4th block, or 3 block gap between each is a pillar. So we want 7 here. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there's our 7 pillars there. And then we get our stone quartz stairs again, because I need these for the corner. So in the corners where the walls begin and end, just put a stair block in there so it creates the curve of the promenade. So there we are. There's the front gap done. It should look something like that. And now we move on to the next gap. So we're going to add some more pillars, and this time there's going to be 26 pillars, and these are every 4 blocks again. So from the last pillar here in the big gap, add 26. So 1, 2, 3, 4 back. That's 1 pillar, and then 2, 3, and we want 26. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. There we go. So they're all spaced out the same. 26 pillars in that space, and then once again in the corners just add your stair blocks to create the curve. And there we go. Do the same at the front half of it. And there we go. There's our side done of this side of the superstructure anyway. So that's that bit done there. Just gonna add. Oh, I'm just gonna read my notes so I know what I'm doing. And I think that'll do for the minute. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I do the same on the other side, because it's just basically the same process again. So I shall do that, and then we shall move on. So back in a second. Okay, back again. So there's both sides done, and it should look something like this at the moment. Don't look too bad, looks a bit odd, but there we go. So what we're going to do now, before we add any more superstructure on top, we're going to add some inside walls. So we're going to go to the front wall of the superstructure, which is here, and we're going to go behind the centre block, which is here, and on the wood. So the centre block of the wood is there, so that's block number 1, and we're going to count back to the 9th block back on the wood. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So on the 9th block we'll put our centre block there, and what we're going to do, we're going to build our inside walls. Now these walls are going to be 35 wide, so that's, what's that, 17 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then 2 behind that. And then same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus 2 behind like that. And then these walls are going to be 4 high. So I'll build the front wall first 4 high, just to get this bit out of the way. So I use welded for this because I'm cheating. Always fun to cheat. So just build this 4 high, like so, and then the side bits as well. So there we are, there's our front wall. And when it comes to adding the deck will sit on top of this wall, so that's the height that we want. So it's 4 high. And then the sides, going down the side of the ship, we want to build a line of 227. So that's 227 from behind this row of 2. So 227 all along the deck. So I'm going to measure as I go along. This may take a while, so 227 is what we want. Near enough the whole length of the ship. So it's a big one. It's going to be a big one. So 227 is what we want. La 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 dee 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 dee. It's going to be quite a big one. My stomach's growling as well. I'm hungry, but tutorial are more important. That's how far is that? That is 204. That's quite quick. So you want 227 on it. So go a bit further. How far is that? That is 219, and that is 227. There we go. So 227 there, and then at the end of the 227 we want a line inwards of 17. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And a centre block there. So there's one side done. I just do the same on the other side. Actually, what I'll do, I'll build it to 4 high first, and then I'll just copy it to the other side. Otherwise, I'll be a real blooming day. So 4 high down one side. So do set quartz again. So there's the back wall, and then the sides we just do the same. 4 high for the 227, because it is a big old build. So I don't want to spend too long doing something, because I know a lot of people do get frustrated when I'm dithering. So can't please everybody. So there we are. So there's set quartz there. So there's one side done, and the other side is just the same again. So go from the side again, the row of 2 there, and just build 227 all the way down the side, and then back across to the middle of the centre, and everything should be fine. That is the theory anyway. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to add some doors or windows first. I know a lot of people complain, or at least I've had a few complaints recently. You spend too little time doing the windows and doors. I want to follow them the way you do. Well, you can. I just do the usual crap that I normally do. Anyway, what we're going to do, we'll go from the centre of the front wall, and we'll just add a window there, and then sort of every third block, just add a window like so. This is not accurate to the real ship because I don't have the details of how the actual window layout was on the real ship, so I'm just doing my own thing. So I just do the other side of the centre as well, just add windows like so. So there's the front wall done like that. And then for the side walls, it's kind of the same again. So what we'll do, I'll put a window first on the side, and then we'll put a pair of doors. And then we'll put windows. What I'll do, I'll put, say, 10 windows. So put a pair of doors and then put 10 windows, all spaced like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so it's 10 windows, and then we'll put a pair of doors, and then we'll do the same again, 10 windows, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then another pair of doors. So if you can't follow this, then you're, a bit of a, well, I won't say what you are, but this is as basic as I'm going to get it, because I don't want to spend too long doing things overly accurate. Like I said, I don't know the full details of the inside walls here on this ship, so I just improv where I have to. So the windows and doors are like this. So once again, I'll repeat it. So it's pair of doors, 10 windows, pair of doors, 10 windows, pair of doors, and then it's the same again, 10 windows. So I'll do this last set, and then I'll just do a jump cut for the rest. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll do another pair of doors. So there we go, so there's a pair of doors. So if you can't follow that, then there's not much I can help you with, because I'm just doing things the way I'm used to doing. So anyway, what I'm going to do now, I should do another jump cut while I finish off the windows, and I'll also do the other side as well, because I've not done the 227 down the other side, but I should do a jump cut for that, just finish that and get it out of the way. So I shall return in just a moment. Okay, back again. So I've done the doors and windows on both sides, and also the walls as well. So the other side wall is in place, and I just go down the side of the ship to make sure you can see all the doors and windows in place. So it's 10 windows, doors, 10 windows, doors, 10 windows, doors, 10 windows, doors, and the last one is, I think, was 9 windows. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was 10 windows. 10 windows, but minus the door. So that's that last section there. And then across the back we add windows as well, although it's gone a bit wonky. No, it's not, it's fine. Yeah, it just looks a bit wonky, that's all. So that's fine, that's all that job done there. So the windows and doors all done, inside walls all done, and everything should look fine. So you can't please everyone. Some people want me to show the whole thing. Some people want me to hurry up and just do the very basics. So I'm doing my best, right? So if you're going to complain, then you know, bollocks anyway, because I can't please everyone. Anyway, moving on to the next job, we're going to go to the front wall of the inside wall. So the inside wall, front wall there, on the centre block at the top, we're going to add 4 blocks of wood forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and a centre block on the end of that. So that's the front of our upper deck. So, and then from there we're going to build a wall out to the side. So this wall will be 15 wide. So that's the centre block done. So what's half of 15? So that'll be 7 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that side. So there's your front wall there. And then curving back behind it, we want a row of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that 7th block goes out 1 block further than the actual ship. So that's fine. So that's the overhang of the superstructure. So that's that side done there. Because this ship, like the Titanic, if you remember, Titanic's promenade overhangs by a block. So this is how this is the same. So same the other side, out 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. So that's that one there. And then on top of that, you're going to do the same again. So I'll go from the centre again. Just double it in height. Like so. All the way out to the side. Like that. And then the same the other side. Out to the side like that. So you can see you've got a wall built now. So these 4 wood blocks is where the deck goes. You can see it's on top of the inside walls. So the deck is there. What we've just done is built the front wall and a wall as well, so you don't have to build the wall afterwards. So that's the height of the deck. And then what we're doing now is underneath this front wall we're going to add the same again, 15, 8, 6, but this time we're going to go 1 block from the end. So what we'll do, we'll just build underneath all the way to the end minus 1 block. So just go all the way out like so, but stop 1 block early so it connects to the front of the side wall there. So it just goes like that. So you got the first 2 at the top go out by 1 block, the bottom one does not. So that's that section there. Just do the same underneath and out to there like so. And there we are. That's that bit done there. So what we're going to do now is build the sides, and these will go down the side overhanging by 1. So what we'll do, we'll go for the bottom row of the 7 here. So the bottom block which sticks out will go from there. So that block there, what we're going to do, we're going to build down the side, all the way down the side, 232 blocks. That's 232 all the way down the side. So I'll put the first block in. And we want 232. So like I said, that's the first block, and I'll just build it freehand. So 232 goes all the way down, and also the pillars here on the side, these will have the deck on top as well. So look, these outside walls here, these will have a deck on top like that. So when we build the overhang here, this will be the end of the deck. So enough of me rambling, let's just build the deck. Puffed out talking. Right, anyway. So it's 232. Yeah, so I want to make sure. How far is that? That is 139, so still got a way to go. How far is that? That is 229, so we want 232 and 23. So that is 232, there we go. So basically it just goes 1 block further than the side wall here. So there we are, there's the 232 on the side. And then you're going to build inwards towards the centre, and the centre is going to be 24 inwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then put a centre block there. There we go. So that's the centre. So I'm using welded it to count this. As you can remember, I'm just counting the pink sentence. So the pink sentence is 230, 231, 232. There we are. So that's why I wasn't counting it. So that's one side done. I'll do the other side as well. Actually, what you want to do before you do the other side, you're going to increase this in height as well. So it's going to be an extra block higher. So what I'll do, I'll go back to the centre and we'll put another block on top. and we just double it in height. So this would be the wall that supports, or the bottom line is where the deck goes. So like I say, if you're building the deck will go on the bottom line here, and also sits on top of the side walls like so. So it'll go all along here on top of those pillars on the side, and it'll also go on top of all the inside walls here. So that's what that'll be. So what I'm going to do quickly is just build the side wall. So this side wall here that we're building now will be the support for the next pillars and windows. So just do the same on this side. Actually, I don't bother welding it. I just build it as I am. But yeah, it all fits together quite nicely when it's all sort of explained. I can't explain things perfectly because, like I say, you can't please everybody. But I do my best at these sort of things. So, like I say, this wall I'm building now will be the support for the next parts of windows and pillars and things. And everything should work out fine. So just build this side wall quickly, and then the other side will be done as well. And then we'll add the deck. So this is the problem with these builds. The bigger the ship, the more you got to build and things like that. But there you go. And there we go. There's the side done. So that's now double the height. And you can see it's like that. So the other side is the same as well. So on the outside edge, from the bottom line here, just build all the way down the side. 2, 3. Was it 2, 3, 2? Yep, I've got to measure that as well. So I'll do this freehand again. And then what I'll do, I'll weld it at the top line, and then we can start adding the deck. But everything should sort of fit together quite nicely. I got impressed how sometimes when you sort of ramble on and sort of explain these blocks go here and go here and everything adds up. It's quite nice how it all fits together. I'm just sort of blowing my own trumpet, by the way. I'm not saying I'm perfect at any of these things. I do get questioned a lot why my ships are so basic, but the thing is, if I build things too complicated, then no one will follow. And that's the truth. So how far is that? That is 2, 3, 1, and then 2, 3, 2, and there we are, and then 24 inwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. And then the top line over the top, and then down the side as well. What I'll do, I'll weld it at the top line because I can't be bothered to build it freehand again. Cause me be lazy. So build the top line like so with the quartz, and there we go. So there's the top line done like that. In the front of our superstructure looks like that. The side, you got the overhang on the side like that, and it looks pretty good. And then what we're going to do now, just go on the inside, and where we're on the front here. So the front, you got the 4 front blocks here. This is where the deck will go, and you just basically just fill in this whole area now, all the way to the back of the this space with wood, and it shouldn't take too long in theory. And you can see the deck goes all the way out to the side, into this groove here. So you got a little ledge here the deck will sit on as well, and the deck will go on top of the pillars there as well, like that. So that's how that should be. So what I'm going to do now, I shall do a jump cut while I fill in the rest of the deck. It's going to take a while. Actually, let's see if I can weld it actually. So if I do fill wood by, I don't know, 50, just to do a little bit of it. There we go. There's a radius of 50, and there's some of it done. So you can see the rest of it's not quite gone the full length, but there we go. So that's some of it done. So what I'll do, I shall do a jump cut while I fill in the rest, and it should all look something like that. There you go. You can see the deck's all set in that area like that. So that's quite neat. So yeah, I'll do a jump cut while I fill in the rest, then I shall return in just a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the deck all added on the top there, and the ship should look something like that, in theory. And then what we're going to do now, we're going to start on the outside edge of the next deck, like we did previously with the windows and the pillars on the side. So we're going to do the next deck up here. So on the side, this is the front left again, so I'm going to go from this block here. Count this as number 1, and what we'll do, we'll add the side walls and the windows first. So from this block here, we're going to count back 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 5th block, we'll add a wall of 6 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long, and 4 blocks high. So 2, 3, 4. So there we are. So that's 4 blocks high there, like that. And then the deck, when it's added, will sit right on the top there, like that, right in the side. So that's where that will go. So that's our boundary where we need to be. So that's 6 blocks long, 4 blocks high. So there we are. So what we're going to do now is leave a gap for our promenade, which will be 39 blocks long. So this is the first block here, just behind the wall. So that's the block there. So we want to leave a gap of 39 blocks, so count back to 40 basically. So leave a gap of 39, so that's 10, 20, 30, 39 there. And on block 40 we'll start building again. So on block 40 we shall build a pillar 2 blocks wide. So build 2 blocks like that and build it 3 high. So 2, 3 high like that. So there we are. So there's the gap in between, and that's where pillars would go. So we'll put the pillars in first. So we get our pillars. Right, they not that one. We want birch. So we use birch. We want to add 9 pillars. So once again, it's a 3 block gap. So 1, 2, 3. On the 4th block, add a pillar. 3 blocks high. So it's 1 pillar. So how many do we want? We want 9. So that's 1, 2. And as you can see below, they sort of stick directly above the pillars below. So you can see they're directly in placement above the ones below. So that's 2 pillars, 3 pillars, 4 pillars, 5 pillars, 6 pillars, 7 pillars, 8 pillars, and then 9 pillars. So there's the 9 pillars there. And it should look something like that. So this gap's a bit bigger than the one below, but that's fine. So now we're going to move on to the windows. Now these windows are going to be slightly different. They're going to be in groups of 7. They're going to be 2 blocks high, but they're going to have a slab on the top. So we'll get our quartz slab. There it is, our quartz slab there. So what we're going to do, we're going to add, after this pillar of 2 here, this 2 block pillar thing here, we're going to add 7 windows. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then put the slabs on the top like that, and then the pillars in between. So that's 3. Put the pillars 3 blocks high, like so, like that. So there's your windows like that. So when it comes to adding a line across the top, you'll see there'll be an extra groove above the window. So that's how that should be. But there's your 7 windows, and then after the 7 windows, you want a pillar of 3, and then make that 3 high, like so. So there's a 3 space like that. And then we add another 7 windows. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 7 windows. So that's the first group there. And then we should add the second. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows, plus the slabs on the top, and then the pillars in between. And then after that, the 3 block spacer, 3 blocks high, 3 blocks long, like so. And then the third group of 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the slabs, like so, and then the pillars in between, 3 blocks high, like that. So that's 3 groups done, and then we want the spacer again, 3 by 3, like so. So that's 3 groups, and then we want group 4, so 7 windows again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the slabs on the top, and the pillars in between. And then another spacer again, a 3 gap, so 3 by 3 in white. So that's 4 groups now, and then we're on to the 5th group of 7 windows, sorry. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the slabs, and then the pillars in between. Like so, and then after that another spacer of 3, so 1, 2, 3, like that, so 3 by 3, like so. And then what we're going to do then, we're going to leave another big gap for pillars, you know, the fence pillars, so another big open space here. So we're going to leave a gap from that last row of 3, a gap of 83. So this is block number 1. I'm just going to leave 83, so count back to basically 84. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 there. Then we want to go to 83, 81, 82, 83, so that's the gap. And on 84 we'll put 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and build that 3 high, like so. And there we are. And then what we're going to do then is leave another gap of 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And on the 12th block, I'll build 2 blocks. 2, and build them 4 high. So 2, 3, 4. And that's the end of the deck there, like so. And what we're going to do then is build some pillars. So we'll do the pillars for the big gap first. And we're going to want 20 pillars in this one. So from the end of the row of 3 here, we're going to leave add our pillar in. So 1, 2, 3 gap, pillar number 1. And that again is directly above the pillar below, so that's all in sequence. So what was it? We want 20 pillars, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I think I've screwed up some. I think there's a block gone too far. So I think I've left a gap, 1 block too many. Bear with me on this one. Oh yeah, I've screwed up already. As you can see, the pillars are already 1 block too short there. Bollocks. Well, what I'll do, I'll cut and paste it and move it along by 1. So that was my mistake. They should all be the same gap. That's why there should be a 3 gap there, but never mind. So what I'll do, I'll quickly cut that, move along 1, and then paste it in there. There we go. So now they're all in the right place. That's my fault. Just 1 block out and it screws it all up. So there we go. So now they're all in the right place, in theory. And then we move on to the next gap, which there will be just 3 pillars. So 1, 2, 3 gap, 1 pillar, 2 pillars. Actually, there's only 2 pillars, isn't it? Yeah. So there we are. So 2 pillars there, and there we go. So there's the side done like that. After all the bloody screw ups. And then what we're going to do now is just add a line of blocks along from the row of 2 here, all the way back along the top of the pillars, or top of the windows to the front. So, see how well this goes. So just add a line of blocks, a single line, don't need to worry about anything else. So just a single line going along the whole top, like so. Missed one. Missed one there. So yeah, I do apologise for that one. I knew I'd screw up somewhere, because those pillars are a real pain to do it, and you can usually do it freehand just by eye of, just by sight. You can count things, but sometimes you need to count things and do things properly. But I was trying to be clever, and it didn't work. But never mind. Disasters are always easily fixed, at least on here anyway. And there we go. So there's our walls line added across the top like so. As you don't look too bad. So what I'm going to do now, just one quick job before I do a jump cut, is to add the corner blocks with stairs in the corners of the open promenade. So I put a stair block there, and another one just there, and then the other 2 gaps down here. Add our bitty bits there, and another bit down here. Oop, missed it. There. And then the smaller gap there. And there. There we go. So there's our top promenade area done. It looks quite neat when it's all like that, just open and exposed, but they don't look too bad. So what I'm going to do now is to do a jump cut while I do the other side, because like the previous deck, it's exactly the same both sides. So I should do a jump cut while I sort that, and then we'll move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's all the side windows and pillars done on both sides, and now it should look something like that. That's the right side done there, and this is the back. Head down to the back now. So what we're going to do before we start building the inside walls is to go to the back of the pillars and windows on the sides, and what we're going to do is just add 2 blocks back on the top. So on the top here at the very back, just add 2 blocks back like that, and then go inwards 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, plus a centre block, and then do the same the other side. So go back to 1, 2, and then inwards to the centre. Ooh, missed that. So it should be 24. There we go. So that's those two halves lined up there, and that's the back of where the deck will go. And then in the corners, like the rest of the open gaps, just add a pillar, a stair block in there like so. And the same on the other side. There we go. So there's the back of the deck. What will be the deck done there. So what we're going to do now is fly to the front and start adding the doors and windows again. Well, not doors and windows. Build the inside walls first with doors and windows. So we'll go to the front centre block again. Front centre block of the deck we just built. And on the wood, we're going to go back to the 7th block back. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Centre block there. And then these inside walls, this front wall is going to be 35 wide. So that's 17 wide each, or 17 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus 2. Same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus 2. And there we go. And like I did on the previous bit below, just build these up to 4 high. Like so. I'll weld edit the rest of this because I can't be bothered to build it by hand. So let's just set chords. Oops, spelled it wrong. Like so, and then the little row of 2. Like that, so it's 17 and 2, 17 and 2 each side. And then for the sides, behind the row of 2, down the length of the ship, we're going to build a line of 221. That's 221. So this will be block number 1 there. And we want a line of 221. So I'll build it as I go along, or measure as I go along. So 221 is what we want. And then it's the same process as before, be the same doors and windows and things, so it's all fun. Well, not for me. Okay, how far is that? That is 151, so we're a little bit further, a little bit more, a little bit more. A little bit more. And that is 211, so what do we want? We want 221, so another 10. And that is 221, there we go, so there's 221 at the end there, and then we want to build inwards 17 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, plus the centre block like so, and there we go. So that's one side done. Do the same the other side, so 221 down and then 17 to the centre, and then it will be fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'll build these up to 4 high, and then we'll build them, build them all 4 high, and then I'll build the doors and windows. So that's the back wall, and then we'll do the side down like so. So there we go. There's the side done now. There we go. So that's one side done. The other side I'll do in a minute because I want to do the doors and windows first, but just basically the same as what we did on the deck below. So I put a window on the centre like so, and then a window every sort of 3rd block going out to the side like that, and then the same on the other side. Like that, so that's the front wall like that. And then the sides, it's the same again. I put a window first, and then it's a pair of doors, which I keep putting away, like so, and then it's 10 windows. So we've got the 10 windows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, plus the 2 doors, like so. And I'll do one more set of 10 just to make people happy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, and then another pair of doors. There we go. So there's the same process you want to do all the way down the length. So 10 windows, pair of doors, 10 windows, pair of doors. If you can't follow that, then there's something wrong with you. But there we go. So that's what you want to do. Same on the other side, because I've not built the wall there that side yet, but it's the same process. And then we'll go from there. So I should do a jump cut while I sort out the doors and windows and the walls. and then we should move on to something else. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So I've done both sides now. All the doors and windows are added. I'll just go down to the back end to prove I've done all that. So both sides are done. You can see all the windows and doors go all the way back on the inside like so. Body's barking and getting on my nerves. And then across the back as well, done the windows there as well. So that's the back wall all sorted. So what we need to do now, just go to the front of the ship and build the front wall, which will overhang the front. And what we'll do on the front wall of the inside walls, we'll go on the top centre block and we'll get our wood blocks again. And what we'll do there, we'll build where do we want 4 blocks of wood, so 1, 2, 3, 4 forward like that, plus a centre block on the front like that. And then the front wall from here is going to be 15 wide, so that is 7 either side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then behind that, curving out slightly, we want 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And back one like that. So it creates an overhang slightly. So that's one side. Just do the same the other side. So we want 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And one back like that. There we go. That all connects that up. And it should look something like that. And also in the space underneath where those 2 blocks go back like that, just put another corner blocks of stairs in there like that to create the curve. And same on the deck below as well. I forgot to do that one down here. Or do we need that one? We'll put it there anyway. Put a corner block in there like so. And let's do the same the other side quickly. Corner block in there for the stairs. And a stair block in there as well. There we go. And there we go. So that's that bit done there. And then what we're going to do now is add the rest of the deck. So from these 4 wood blocks here is where the deck will go, and this will go all the way out to the side, over the top of the inside walls here, and down to the back, like on the previous deck. So I should do the first few like so. All the way out to the side. And you just want to add that deck all the way back. So I should do a quick fill tool with this one. So fill wood by 50. And that should fill in like so. That's done a little bit of it. And as you can see, once it's all filled in, you can see we'll be able to see it's all covered up the overhang. And there you go. So you see I've done part of the deck, so just what I need to do is just fill in the rest. And I should do that in a jump cut, so I shall return once that's done, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the deck all filled in, and it should, in theory, look something like this. So we're getting there with this build. Quite happy with that. So what we're going to do now is to start the next deck of superstructure. Well, before that, first of all, we're going to add underneath the front of the top lip here, we're going to add some slabs. So if we get our quartz slabs again, and what we'll do, just underneath the top, well, just underneath the front rather, just add some slabs there just to make the deck slightly thicker at the front. You could use blocks if you want, but I'm just going to use slabs because why not? This is sort of a carryover from the original design, so trying to keep some originality with it. Let's build this all the way out to the side like that, and there we go. There's the front done like that. Now we're going to add a wall on the top. So go to the front center here and just add a wall all the way out from one side to the other. So I'll start at the center and just go from one side to the other like so, all the way out to the side, and then on the sides go back 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, and then do the same the other side. These are basically the foundations for well, it was the wheelhouse, but it's the sort of the old wheelhouse, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Because this ship sort of, when it was originally launched, the wheelhouse was one deck below where it is now. So there's the one on the top is a newer deck house. So that's what this is. I think she had many refits, so the deck house changed places and changed shape all over the place. But there we go. Anyway, so there's the front wall done like so. And then what we're going to do is add some windows, which are going to be 2 blocks high. And there's going to be 9 of these. So we'll go for the centre and put 1 in the middle there. And then 4 each side, separated by blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And there we go. That's those windows done. And then we'll add some pillars in between. like so. Oop. Like that. And then on the top we're going to add a line of blocks. Basically 3 there, and then all the way across the front, like so, across the windows, and then 3 behind that to connect there, and then double that in height. So it's basically just build the walls, the windows, and then add 2 lines of blocks across the top, like so. And there's your front wall done like that, and it shouldn't look too bad. Now we're going to go behind those windows now to the side pillar. So you got the windows there, and you got the side pillar next to the last window on each side, and we're going to build the walls back. So I'm going to build back 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 back like that, and then out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then back 35, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and then in 3, 1, 2, 3, and then back 30 again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There we go. So there's one side done like that. And it's the same the other side, so I just do the foundations, because the walls are going to be built up, but we'll do the foundations first, because there's going to be bridge wings that need to go on the top, so we'll sort this out. So we'll do back 4, sorry, so 1, 2, 3, 4, out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it was 35. I won't bother counting it because I'll just measure and compare to the other side, because having these horizontal lines on the deck actually make out for quite a good measuring device. So there we are, 35 there, and then it was in 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 30. And there we go, so that's across the back, across both sides, and then across the back to join them together. Like so, and then we'll add a centre block. I don't know where the centre is actually. I think it's... Actually, I'll measure it and make it easier. So measure it. So the back wall is 19 wide. So I think the 9th block will be the centre block. So it's 9, 9. So the 10th block along will be the centre block. So I'll put a centre block there. There we go. So that's our deck house done there. And then before we build the walls up, we're going to build the bridge wings first. So we're going to go back down to the front walls of our deck house here. And from the top line of blocks, this block here is where the deck's going to go. So what we're going to do from this top block, we're going to go out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then behind that 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like so, and then back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then inwards, I think it's 13, so we go in 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, there we go, 13, and then down 1, 2, 3 to connect to the foundations. That worked out quite well. So do the same the other side, 5, out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then inwards 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then 1, 2, 3 there we go. So there's our bridge wings. And then the space between the windows at the front and the pillar we just built, we're going to build the walls to 4 high. Or is it 3 high? We'll build them 4 high on it. Like so. And then try and look at the prototype actually, I think it's 4 high on that. Yeah, it'll be fine. So 4 high there and then 4 high in the space here. So I'm just going to go to the prototype and I want to make sure I get this right, because I'm pretty sure the rest of the walls are going to be 5 high. So just fly over a second. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 high, so that's fine. Just wanted to make sure. So yeah, the rest of the walls now are going to be 5 high all the way around. So I just build those 5 high. So I'll build the first one with freehand. Actually get an idea how this goes. I'm just going to use welded it, I think. I'll do the first bit like this and then I'll weld it the rest, otherwise I will be here till Christmas. I do not want to spend another cold and loveless Christmas. Trust me. Quartz, like that. Let's build them using welded it. I know a lot of people don't like me using welded it, but tough, you know, sometimes to do a tutorial you just need A little bit of cheating in your life. As long as it's just in Minecraft and nowhere else. Anyway, there we are. So there's our deck house, all now 5 blocks high. Now we're going to add the deck. The deck will go inside the bridge wings, so go on the bridge wings and the deck will sit in there like so. And as you can see, it sits on top of those little walls we built a minute ago, which are only 4 blocks high. And the deck goes in like so. So what I'll do now, I'm going to use the fill tool now to fill in the rest. So the rest of the deck will go from here all the way to the back of this deck house. So I just use the fill wood by 200 and that should fill in the whole thing. There we go. And there is our deck house pretty much done. So that's that area done there. And before I add the doors or windows, we're going to add some staircases. So if we go to where the bridge wings come out from the outside is and go back and join onto the deck house here, in the corner here we can remove 2 blocks there, like so, and we're going to put stairs. So we get our stair blocks. And I think on the prototype did I use singles or did I do doubles? I can't remember. Because sometimes I build the staircases 2 wide, sometimes just 1 wide. And on the prototype it is 2 wide. Okay, so I just want to make sure, because sometimes, like I said, I build them 2 wide, sometimes only 1 wide. So what we'll do, just remove those 2 blocks like I showed, and then add your stairs going down from top deck to the deck below like that, and then you get your banisters and your blocks underneath for support, and then we do 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that. That's 1 banister set there, and stairs, and then the same the other side. So blocks removed, and then stairs, 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 and stairs. There we are. And then blocks, 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 and then banisters. 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. There we go. And that's our deck house done. So that's how that should look. There will be a bit more detail to go on in a sec, but I'm going to add the doors and windows first. Well, this is the detail really, so I get our doors. And what we're going to do, I'll put our first pair of doors just inside this little cubby here. So, put our doors in there like so. And then I'll get a few windows. Put a window there. And then behind the stairs, just going to put doors and windows all along. Sort of the same sort of design I normally do. So I put a window there. And then I'll put our door. And then we'll do, I don't know, say 5 windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make it 6, and then 7, why not, and then a pair of doors like that. And this is not the same as I've done on the prototype. The prototype windows are slightly different, but this is me doing this now. What you can do on the prototype, what I did, the top blocks of these windows are replaced with slabs like this, sort of like we did on the outside of the prototype, on the outside of the superstructure. But you can add those windows like that. And then the rest of the deck house we're going to use just single windows, but I think I do double windows. So I put a window behind here, and then a window there, and then we'll go sort of every, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8 windows, and then a pair of doors, why not? And then 1, 2 windows there, and then across the back you can do what you like. We just put windows again. I just put these going up to the centre like that. So there, there's actually might as well go all the way across. I'm going to put a window there, there, and there. There we go. So there's our windows done on one side, and they should look something like that. Before I go and do the other side, what we're going to do first, we're just going to go to where the you've got the side walls here of 35, then they go in 3. On the top, where they go in 3, where the wood goes, what you're going to do is carry on this white line going all the way across the width of this deck house. So remove the wood in that area, and then we'll replace that with a white line. So it's just like you're creating a division, or not division, I sort of divided it up a little bit. So you're basically separating one half of the deck house to the other like that. So that's how that should be there. And then there's going to be another separation on the deck as well. So if we go from the back corner of the deck house and then go 15 blocks forward. So go from here, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then count this as the centre, and then remove. Actually, not 15, is it? I think say go about 10, I think. So if we go back again, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go 10 blocks. Sorry, make it 11. There we are. Make it 11, and then remove 3 blocks like that on the side, and then remove 3 blocks of the wood all the way across. Because we're going to be building it's a similar division. Oh, sorry about not getting this right first time, but we're going to make a simple division across like so, like that, and then what we're going to do is build 2 lines of white separating the 2 sides. So I want a line of white there separating that side, and a line of white separating this side, like so. So you got sort of 2 separate deck houses, and then we'll add a single white line in the middle here, down below one, to make it appear like that. So you've got a groove cut, and that's how that deck house should be, like that. So it's not brilliant, not perfect, not very well explained, but I am trying. So that's that deck house done there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I do the other side, and then work out what I'm going to do then after that. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do, we're going to move on to the next deck house, but before we do that, just going to go underneath the bridge wings at the top here, and what we're going to do, we're going to add some blocks, a line of blocks going underneath the bridge wings, just basically making the making the bridge wings a bit thicker. So underneath, just add your blocks going all the way around and connecting up with the stairs on each side like that. So it just makes it a bit thicker. There will be another wall to go on top afterwards, and also on the ends here you can add some pillars. So I build 2 blocks, 2 blocks, 2 blocks for supports there, like that. And if you want to, you can change these blocks here into wood fence like those ones down there on the promenade, but it's up to you how you want to do that one. It's only cosmetic, so just do the same on the other side. Build our line going all the way around and underneath the bridge wing, like so. There we go, there it is. That detail done there. So what we'll do now is move on to the next deck house. So we've got these deck houses, or this main deck house done. So we're going to go behind that, down to the centre block. And from the centre block here, we're going to go back to the 5th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, put our centre block for the next deck house. Now this deck house is going to be tricky because it's different heights and different bits added to it. So for the front wall of this deck house is going to be 27 wide, so that's, what's that, 13 each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 that way, so that's 27. And then at the ends we want 2 and 2 like that. And then 2 and 2 like that. So there's our front wall, and then the sides are going to be 47, so that's 4, 7, so I'll put the first block there. I want a line of 47, so I'll build this down the side, so 47 what we're after. How far there? That is 47. No, good, wouldn't it? So 47, and so like I said, at the end of the 47 we want 2 and 2 again, like that. And then do the same the other side, so 47 again. I won't bother counting it, I'll just build it. La 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 la, dee 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 doo 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 doo. There we go, and then 2 and 2 again like that, and then across the front and across the back. We want 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 like that, and then a centre block, and then 12 the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. So there's the foundations of our deck house, and in this deck house we're going to add build that up to 3 blocks high all the way around. So it's only a short one, this is, so 3 high all the way around. But once again, I'm just going to use weld edit because it's going to take me forever otherwise. So 3 high is what we want, and we want to set quartz like that, and then I can do some freehand bits, why not? do the other side as well. I'm trying to do this as quick as I can, but so that's one side, and the other side 3 high, like so, and then across the back, so 3 high again. So like I say, this is an awkward star deck house, but there we go. There's the foundations all done and built, the walls built up. Then we can add the deck. So the deck will go. Hang on, let's get our wood blocks again. So yeah, the deck will go inside the top like so. All the way around. So that's the first few bits. I'll just stand on this block here and use the fill tool again. So we want fill wood. And that should fill in the whole bit. That did. That's fine. So just double check to make sure that deck's all filled in. And it don't look too bad. It looks a bit odd at the moment because you can't really tell what's going on, but that's a bit there. So that's the first phase of this deck house. The next phase is to go to the front wall again and to the centre block, and then we're going to increase the height of this front wall. Just the first 17 blocks, so all 17 wide. So we'll put the centre block there. And then we want 8 either side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then increase that part to 5 high, so it's already 4 high, so then just add another line of blocks on top, like that, so it's 5 high, like so. And this would be the foundations for the deck house that supports funnel number 2, so it's 5 high, 17 wide there, and then the sides behind that we want 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Same the other side. Like that, and then across the back. Like so, and then increase it to 2 blocks high, because of course the front wall is 5 high, but this wall now is only going to be 2 blocks high. Like I said, this will support funnel number 2. The first 2 funnels on this ship are 1 height, and the other 2 funnels are a block lower but slightly taller. Slightly taller funnels but a block lower where they sit, so that's how that is. So anyway, there's the wall's all done, and then we can add the deck again. Like so. So once again, this will fill in this whole area. So I shall stand on this block here and use the fill tool. Fill that in, there we go. Remove the blocks that's not needed, and there we go, there's the deck house done. So that's, like I said, that's the support for funnel number 2. Funnel number 1 will be on that square there, or is it that square? I can't remember where it is. Funnel number 1 goes there somewhere. Funnel number 2 will go on this square, and the funnel number 3 will go over there, but we'll do that one later on. So that's the second phase of this deck house. So what we're going to do now is go back to the deck house we just built here, and we want to go from the sides, from the back here, side back here, and we're going to go to the 4th block in, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to build the sides 31 back. So I'll put a block there a minute and do the same on the other side, so 4 blocks in, 1, 2, 3, 4, put a block there. So these would be the beginnings of the walls for another deck house. So that's the first block, and we wanted 31, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So that goes all the way to the back of the deck house we're supported on, so that's fine. So it's 31, or the full length of deck house, or to the end of the foundation deck house. There we go, and then across the back, like so. And then this deck house is going to be 3 high, so go back to the front wall, or back to the back wall of the previous bit, and just add between the 2 walls we just built, just build the wall to 3 high like so. And then the rest of the deck house 3 high as well. So it's a bit confusing because it's deck houses upon deck houses upon deck houses. It's really confusing how it's done, but we'll build these anyway. And I could have just simplified all of this, but I thought, no, this is Aquitania, so you've got to have a bit of a grandiness to it. Let's do this as quick as I can. Gonna have to get a new mouse soon. This is wearing out. There we go. So there's our deck house walls done there, and then once again we can add the deck. So the deck will go on the inside of the top, like so. So once again I shall stand here and use the fill tool again to fill all that in. There we go. Remove the blocks not needed, and there we go. There's the deck house done on there. You can see you've got the foundation deck house we built first, then the second deck house for the funnel, and then a third deck house which sits next to that. So it goes up in tiers basically. Complicated as hell, but you know, it's a thing. So what we're going to do now, before we move on to anything else, we're going to go to the front of the deck house, next to the next to the funnel support, and where the deck house goes up by 2 blocks, just here. So it's 3 blocks high here, and then it goes up 2 blocks. In this area here, we're just going to remove 2 blocks there. Actually, we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I think. So we're going to build some stairs. So we build stairs from the bottom. So we build stairs on the bottom there. We're going to build stairs going up. So it's going to be a bit awkward to do. So there we go. So we just want 3 pairs of stairs going up, and then white blocks around like so. Oh, missed the block. And there we go. So we've got stairs going up like that. I think that's how it's done on the prototype. Let me go check, because I can't remember how I did this. La 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 la. Yeah, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, we've got to put 6 blocks of stair blocks, or 6 stair blocks in that area. So there you go. You've got stairs going up either side of the funnel support. So there's those stairs there. And then we do the same this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remove 10 blocks. And then replace the stairs. Like that. And then put white blocks all the way around. Like so. And there we are. There's our stairs added there. Marvellous. So then what we're going to do now is for the lower deck house, which we've got on here on the side, just going to put single windows along here, because this is, I think it should be a deck house that goes down to the next deck, sort of like the cafe area on Titanic. It sort of goes between 2 decks, but this is sort of a simplified version of that. But we'll put windows every 3rd block just to glaze this out. Like so, then you put a door there, I suppose, on the end. Because I am just doing this half-heartedly. And then across the back we're going to leave, because there will be more stairs and things to attach to this. There will be another deck house to attach to this, but we're going to do that some other time. So I'm just going to do that's one side of windows there. I'll do the other side as well. Just waste a bit of time. And then the next deck house above. Have I screwed up? Probably. I think I put a window somewhere in the wrong place. I don't know, have I? That doesn't get really matter, does it? No, I just put it. Yeah, one of the windows has gone in the wrong place, but I'll tell you what, forget it. It doesn't matter. I must have done something wrong somewhere. Oh yeah, yeah, I did on this side. I put one window space the wrong way. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because those windows are going to change, I think, at some point. There will be stairs going on the side, but we'll worry about those some other time. The deck house that supports the funnel is not going to have windows on, but the front wall can. On the front here we can add sort of a pair, two high windows across the front. This is me just sort of half-assing it, because, you know. But there's our windows across the front there, and you can see the deck inside, but, you know, it's not really a big deal. So there's the deck house done like that. And then the next deck house on top has got open promenade sort of windows. I think what we can do is sort of, what we can do is go back 1 block from the side, and then go, and then just cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a minute. And then we'll put a pillar of blocks every sort of 2 blocks like that, and then a stair block in there and a stair block in that side. So it sort of creates a sort of open promenade sort of thing. And then we can do the same again, leave a 2 block gap, and then go 1, 2. Actually, we'll cut it in 4. So I'll cut a 4 there, leave a space, cut a 4, leave a space, cut a 4. That's an easier way, isn't it? And then we'll put stairs again underneath. This is me just sort of half-hearting it again. Get the prototype slightly different, but I've got the blocks like that, and then we'll do the same again. So leave a 2 space, and then 4, 4, 4 again, and then stairs and stairs like that. There we go. So it's sort of an open promenade like that, but you can glaze these as well if you want to. I think on the prototype and when I did the tutorial in 2018 I did glass on the inside, but it's up to you how you want to do it. And if you want to be picky like me, you can remove the blocks in between the wood blocks and replace with white, so it makes it look like it's on a proper foundation rather than on just put on the deck. So it's however you want to do it really. So there you go, there's that side done there, and I should just quickly do the other side. So it's 2 space, wasn't it? And then do it there. Let's say 1, 2, 3, and then stairs, stairs, and stairs. Get fed up with this already. Stairs there and stairs there. 1, 2, 3 there, and then stairs and stairs. There we go. And then the last job, just fill in the blocks underneath like so. And there we go, there's our blocks all filled in there. So that's that deck house done, and another deck house done there. I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to call it a day now, because there's still more deck houses to go on, but time is ticking. But we've got quite a bit done. So the next part we're going to do, we'll finish off the deck houses up here. We'll also tackle the funnels as well, because I want to get those out of the way. But that is all I'm going to do for today. Part 3 is done. So for part 4, like I say, we're going to do more of the deck houses, funnels, and probably do the forecastle details as well. And then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'm enjoying this tutorial. It's doing quite well. So yeah, I'm quite happy. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 4, I think. So yeah, bye for now.